Millions of teens and preteens, maybe some of yours, enjoy playing video games, but too much screen time isn't just a bad thing, it can be downright dangerous. And there could be a point when gaming becomes a lot more than just fun. All new tonight, 4 in Your Corner's Lindsay Feast, showing you why experts say this problem isn't going away.
I am playing with other people online.
14-year-old Mikey Borglia.
This is Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
He plays video games 3 to 4 hours a night. He wants to make video games when he grows up, so he says this is research.
If that's what he wants to do, is more just like any sport. If he's not current on what's out there, he'll never be a good video game designer.
His mom, Carla, is like most parents.
He can talk for hours about what he's going to do, and 99% of it means absolutely nothing to me, but he tells me anyways, and I listen.
But when does gaming become too much? And is it just gaming? Dr. Doug Gentile from Iowa State University has been studying this very thing since 1999.
92% aren't addicted, which is good. But 8.5% is still a lot of kids, and since this hasn't been considered a serious real issue, those kids are taking real damage to their lives, but not getting the help they need.
He says that equates to something like 3 million kids.
If you think back to the 1960s, when the early research on alcoholism was showing that it looked like a medical model fit that it was a disorder that needed treatment. At that time, the culture wasn't willing to accept that. They said, no, this isn't a medical problem. This is a moral issue. You're just not strong enough. We're at a similar place with video game addiction. The early research is starting to look like a disease model fits pretty well. But the culture isn't ready to hear that. They're still saying, no, it's a moral failing. But in this case, they blame it on the parents.
But there is hope. The recommended use for entertainment, from video games to Facebook, is an hour or 2, max, a day.
We did some research with 1,300 families. We're finding that when families set those types of limits, those kids later in the school year are getting better grades, they're getting better sleep, they've had lower weight gain, so they're at lower risk for obesity.
As for Mikey, his research doesn't distract from his friends or school.
Mainly whenever I start getting enraged at the game because I can't get past something, I start thinking, maybe I'm playing too much.
And 3 hours away in Ames, Dr. Gentile hopes that parents will learn about his research instead.
I'm hoping it won't take 30 years of research before we recognize that, no, kids are suffering, and if they got the right treatment, they would stop suffering.